In this video, we will discuss about the CD19-CAR-NK92 and CD19 positive cell or CD19 positive target cells. So whether this CD19-CAR-NK92 is toxic towards the CD19 positive target cells. Why we are discussing about this? Because in the normal CAR-T therapies, in that case, what happens is that we take the T cells from the patient and then modify them or insert the CAR that can target the tumors, and then again insert those modified CAR T cells into the patient. So it's a time consuming process, as we have to take cells from the patient and after modifying then again transduce them or inject them back into the patient. However, when we use the NK92, the advantage of this is that we can use this as off-the-shelf cancer therapies or off-the-shelf CAR-NK92 therapy. In that case, CAR-NK92, this is the cell line, so it can be the NK92 is the cell line. It can be modified against the epitope that are found evidently on the cancer cells, and one of them is CD19. So the CD19 CAR-NK92 can be scaled up and froze down into the liquid nitrogen and can be used whenever there is a need. So this does not require to be modified at the time when it is required to be used. So one can prepare this CD19 CAR-NK92 and then use them on the spot. So it is essential to see whether this kind of CAR-NK92 has a high cytotoxicity against the tumor cells or not. So since it is CD19 CAR-NK92, so it will target only those cells that has the CD19 expressions. First, they made the CD19 CAR-NK92 and confirm them using the flow cytometry. They are able to see around 90% cells have the CD19 expression. Thereafter, they decided to use some of the CD19 positive target cells, and for negative control, they used CD19 negative target cells. So for the Jurkat cells, the signals for the CD19 is negligible, close to the unstained, and for the positive target cells or target cells that has this CD19 expression is this Dowdy, Corpus 422 and primary B cells that can be seen here. Afterwards, once verifying their effector cells that has anti-CD19 expressions and also verifying the target cells that has the CD19 expressions, now they did the co-culture assay at this effector to target ratio of 1:1. And in this case, for the target cells that has the CD19 positive expressions, they are able to see enhanced specific lysis or cell death. For this Dowdy cells, Corpus 422 and primary B cells, as we have seen that all of these cells has CD19 expressions, but for the Jurkat cells, we do not see a cell lysis more than the background, that is more than the wild type NK92 cells. So this would indicate the specificity of this CAR-NK92 cells, that it can target or it has a preference towards the cells that has the CD19 expression. However, there is baseline killing is also there. It can be seen in almost all the cases, and for the Jurkat cells, it is significantly higher, around 70%. So this could be the cause of concern, that this CD19 CAR-NK92 might have some non-specific targets also. However, when it comes to the specific targets, it has a preference towards the cells that has CD19 expressions on the cell surface. So from this first figure, they are able to show that CD19 CAR-NK92 is cytotoxic and has enhanced target cell lysis compared to the cells that does not have this CD19 expressions or the target expressions. So that's all for this video. If you need to understand more about these experiments in detail, you can go through the reference that has been provided in the description. Thank you for your time.